What is going on, FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome to the Book of Yogg. So check this out, yo. This is a PC Steam only Hero Collector idle game. That's just something you do not hear every day, so I had to jump on in. So let's go ahead and give it a look. Now, right off the bat, I was hoping that maybe this game would show off the strength of the PC platform a little bit better, but not so much. You can kind of see the overall aesthetic here. Looks like this could absolutely have been accomplished on the mobile platform, maybe even better, especially when you look at some of the art on some of the buttons here. Like, we've definitely seen better on mobile, so hopefully they continue to refine the game and improve it as the time goes on, because some of the graphics here on some of the characters don't look too bad, right? Like, here is the Black Guard here, and we will be doing a summon a little bit later in the video. But then on the flip side, you have a character like this that artistically looks good, technically looks good. Like, this is a good looking character, but for some reason she's like really blurry as well, and the game has no graphic settings whatsoever. So back to what I was saying a little bit earlier, I would hope that we continue to kind of flex the strength of PC, because if you have the PC platform, you have all this horsepower, dude, take advantage, you know what I'm saying? This one, I really can't show you. I've been spinning around all the avatars. I can't, all right, there you go. I can't spin around all of them, you know what I'm saying? I can spin her around. I thought she was gonna be a generic elf, female, green outfit archer, but no, she's whatever animal has this tail, red panda, I don't know. I'll give that a pass. So those are a few of the characters I've collected thus far. I'll show you some more once we do a summon a little bit later in the video, but let's go ahead and jump into combat, because yes, this is an idle game, but there are a few twisty twists. Now, one thing to do keep in mind, this game is still quite early. This is a demo of the game, it's not final. So not all of the sound effects are in the game just yet, so we're not gonna judge it too harshly on that aspect, but we are gonna kind of take a look at the core game, shall we? So here it is. The idle flow, right? So your team will run around defeating these archers, these minotaurs, whatever these flying wyverns are, goblins, etc., etc. As they defeat them, they're going to get experience points, loot, equipment, pretty much what you'd expect in pretty much any idle game, right? Now, when it comes to the little twisty twists, there is a lot more active gameplay in this game than pretty much most idle games, because your lead swordsman here, like the husbando that's leading the harem, he can actually do special attacks that will not be triggered via the auto. So all auto is gonna do is run around the map and kill stuff. It's not actually gonna do any of these special skills right here. Now, one thing I want them to hopefully work on in the future is, come on, is hopefully take away these big massive tooltips, because sometimes it's kind of hard to see your special attacks in action because the tooltips are so big. But yeah, you got a little spin to win there. You got this little attack. I can heal if I choose to, and I can also do, what is this, an earth shake ability as well. So your husbando basically leads the charge, right? He's the one that's going to be doing your main attacks, and then all of your waifus support the husbando. Dude, this sounds like something out of the 1940s. So that's kind of how the game works so far, right? So swordsman does all the spin to win, all the activatable abilities, and then all of your waifus sit back, relax, and do a bunch of special attacks, skills, etc. You can level them up as well as you expect when it comes to any idle game. As you idle, you get resources, you can level them up, they can get stronger and stronger. Like a lot of other idle games as well, you can get 2 hours of instant rewards as well. So everything you've seen in other idle games, this game pretty much does. Now, earlier in the video, I did say there was a little twisty twist. So here is that twisty twist. Let's go ahead and leave combat here. And what we're gonna go ahead and do, we are gonna go and show you a slightly different look at gameplay here in the Book of Yogg. So I'm so confused, right? Because an idle game is a very particular type of game type. The type of people that I think really like idle games aren't really playing an idle game to play an action RPG. So for whatever reason, the game has an action RPG within it as well. So right now I'm walking around using WASD. I'm doing left click to do my basic attack. I can use spacebar to kind of dance around the screen. I can hit Q to activate some of my abilities. So for whatever reason, this idle game actually has an active action RPG. There is no autoplay allowed in this gameplay mode whatsoever, which once again, it just seems confusing, right? I'm not sure. I feel like the developer that's making this game needs to decide what type of game they want to make, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with an idle game and there's nothing wrong with an action RPG. But I do think you need to pick a lane, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is something that they need to kind of break up the monotony of an idle game, but I'm not so sure about that. So let's go ahead and defeat all of these. Like, what are these nasty things? I don't even know. I don't even know what those things are. But like I mentioned a little bit earlier, once again, I gotta reiterate, this is a very early demo of the game, so a lot of the sound effects, special attacks aren't quite in the game just yet. So we'll keep an eye on this game when it actually fully launches a little bit later on. But like I said, we just don't see our genre of hero collectors represented very well outside of mobile. So I'm always gonna be willing to kind of take a look at them. Dude, we're fighting Namex? Dude, we fighting Namex, why? Piccolo, no! Alright, and there you go. So, action RPG mode, dead smack in the middle of an idle game, and it kind of gets better, believe it or not. So check this out. Let's go on over to the corridor. You guys probably already know what this is about to be. This is going to be your tried and true Labyrinth style gameplay mode, but check it out. It's actually pretty decent, right? So, here we go. Let's go ahead and get our Labyrinth going here. For whatever reason, the game never actually loads to 100% for some reason. I have no idea why. All right, so here we are. Now, here's the weird part about the Labyrinth mode. Remember just a second ago, I was using WASD to move? I'm not using WASD anymore. Now it's click to move. I have no idea why you can't use WASD anymore. But here is another type of gameplay mode that we've seen games like this before on mobile as well, where you can only attack when you're standing still. So if you stand still, your character will do auto attacks. Once again, it feels like the developer doesn't really know what game they want to make, because this is yet another completely different type of game here. Like the last one that I played on this channel was a game called Order Zero, which I thought was actually really, really good. The same exact concept, right? You can only attack when you're standing still. You're gonna go from stage to stage to stage, and eventually, and I'll show you this here in this gameplay session, you're gonna get different power-ups. So the power-ups that I have right now are not power-ups as you start the game with. They are randomized, a la roguelites, Hades, things of that nature, right? So we'll go ahead and defeat them, and then here is my special skill. So I can get health, I can restore health when killing enemies, or my melee attack power will be increased and add freezing. Why would I not take freezing? So let's go on down here to the next floor. For whatever reason, it never loads to 100%. I have no idea why. And now I got a little freezing sword. So isn't this weird? Isn't this just such a weird game that it feels like it's trying to do a little bit of everything? Like, dude, no one's gonna get burnt out of our game, right? We're gonna have all the gameplay modes that are popular in mobile. We're gonna throw it on PC. We're gonna be great. So I'm gonna go a little further. I want to see if we can get one more power up here. Now, when I first started playing this game, I was actually playing with the sound off, so I didn't even realize that none of the sound effects have been added to the game just yet. But once again, early demo. We'll give it a pass here. Looking forward to seeing what this game looks like when it actually gets fully fleshed out and completed here, because you never know, maybe a lot of my beefs are going to be alleviated. So your melee attack power will be increased with lightning, 2 shields. I'm gonna go for the 2 shields, 2 chains. I got 2 shields, I got 2 random red swords, I got a frozen sword along with fireballs. This is kind of cool. I've always liked this type of game. Like I said, check out my video on Order Zero. I really enjoyed that one. Dude, y'all didn't know I was a gamer? Hold on. Well, wait a minute. I wasn't quite ready for that. Go ahead and move out the way. A little bullet hell. Dude, I've been playing so many bullet hells lately. I want to make sure that he's just like in the middle of all my spinnies. He's in the middle of all my spinnies here. And luckily his body doesn't do damage. Oh, come on. Well, that does. I was going to say you don't take damage if you're just like on top of him. Only when he attacks. Dude, I'm getting destroyed. I wish I could just use WASD for this. It would just be a lot better. Hello, waifu, what you doing? Oh, it's time for the lottery. And we got whatever those purple things are. Hey, there's a sound effect. Very nice. So yeah, so that is the Book of Yog's corridor mode, aka Labyrinth mode, which is not terrible. Now outside of that, you also have arena. There's a guild that you can join. There's an endless tower mode, as you expect. Go from floor to floor to floor, clearing each one, getting rewards. The game also has an auto advance feature, so you guys know I love to see that. So if you're feeling really overpowered and you want to just go ahead and blow through a bunch of these stages without having to sit at your computer, you can do so just by auto advancing through all of these stages, which is always nice. But let's go ahead and do a nice little summon session here, shall we? So once again, this game is on PC Steam, but it is free to play, right? So it's not going to be buy once, get all the gameplay features type of game. It's still going to be like a gacha game, right? So you can still spend money, top up, get currency, that type of thing. Hey, we got Enchanted Claws Fish. You love to see. And some more. Oh, these are goblins, dude. I thought they were Namex earlier. I was bamboozled. Oh, looks like we got something good here. Open up all the purples. There's a blue there. A Thunder Guard. So there's some male characters here. We got the blue-robed healer, Emma. Oh, I thought I was gonna get something better than that. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so let's go back on here to the home screen to our team. We finally have an additional character to put in that last slot. So there she is, Miss Enchanted Claws. You love to see. Let's check out her info, shall we? So there's the character there, her skin. As far as equipment, one touch to equip everything here. All of the characters do have a skill tree. If you're not feeling like reading any of the abilities, you can just hit one click to specialize and upgrade, which is nice. Massive talent tree as well. So there's a lot going on in this game that seems like it has potential. Right? It does seem like it has potential, but it definitely also has a long way to go. And I'm not sure. I would love to hear from you guys what you think about this game having an idle mode, an action RPG mode, and a roguelike mode all in one. Like, I would love to hear what you guys think about a game doing all those things. Oh, dude, our girl got destroyed already. She's already dead. Let me go ahead and power her up to level 18. And we'll just let our friends idle here and get the job done. So she should come back to life. There she is, she's back. And then once again, like I mentioned, auto will not do any of your special attacks. So either you completely overpower the content, or you're sitting at your computer and you are actively making sure you're doing enough damage to kind of clear out some of these waves here. Once again, please guys, allow an option to turn off tooltips, because I just hate the fact that you have all this text that pops up when you're just trying to do your special attacks. I guess I could just be a real PC gamer and just press Q instead of using my mouse to click. Dude, I promise, I've been a gamer my whole life. All right, well, that's gonna do it, my friends. A nice little look at the Book of Yogg. Once again, this is only available on PC Steam. If I were you, I would put it on your wish list. You know, why not, right? Just to kind of see how it shapes up a little bit later in the future. It might end up being a solid title after everything's said and done, right? So that is it. My name is FG, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.